Hi, my name is Adora Svitak. For those of you who aren't familiar with my work, when I was 7, I published my first book, Flying Fingers, and since then I've been speaking to students and educators around the world about education technology, what adults can learn from students, and writing and reading, among other things. So I really enjoy presenting and speaking, and oftentimes after a speech, then people might ask me, well, what's in the water? What did your parents feed you? Or maybe a little less jokingly, how did you get to be so successful? And while the way I may answer that will vary, it will always be usually the same gist of answer. It'll be the learning environment in which I grew up in. My sister and I were able to be part of adult conversations. We were able to have access to lots and lots of books. This is just our book collection back there, but you see some of our other bookshelves. And very importantly, and on a almost daily basis, we had access to quality public educational programming. National Public Radio, PBS, public broadcasting, I believe. And this really allowed us to learn, not restricted by an hour of class time per subject. We were able to watch programming like Between the Lions, Sesame Street, Reading Rainbow, that encouraged and fostered our love of reading. In fact, when we moved to our new house in Redmond, my sister and I actually said, no, we don't want to come along and see the new house. Our episode of Reading Rainbow is coming up. So Reading Rainbow, all these programs were just really intertwined in our lives growing up. When I think back to being 3 to being 4, a lot of my memories have to do with some of those shows that became such a part of our daily routine. I grew up on a diet of public radio and public television. Today, I still enjoy watching Charlie Rose or Bill Moyers or the Friday night movies that we have on our local KCTS. Every Saturday, I get up straight at 10 a.m. and you know I would sleep until noon probably if I didn't have Wait, Don't Tell Me, the humorous news quiz on Saturdays. Prairie Home Companion is always a fun thing on Sundays. Weekend Edition, I get up early for the Puzzler. All Things Considered, Car Talk, Says You, This American Life. KUOW local shows and programming, PRI, CBC, Canadian Radio, Vinyl Cafe, Morning Edition, Fresh Air, Diane Rehm, Radio Lab, As It Happens, World Cafe, From the Top. You can see it's a lot of shows, and by the way, this isn't the complete list. These are just a couple of my favorites. What about TV? Well, you saw the ones I grew up on, the ones I continue to watch. What's the big deal? Well, I think about my own growing up and what my life would have been like had I not been able to access this 24/7 learning. And I think about the Adora who's going to be born tomorrow, Adoras or Thomases, Williams, Kates, whatever their name may be. And what will their life be like if when they're 3, when they're 4, they can't watch Between the Lions, Reading Rainbow? Their world is just Saturday morning cartoons with ads for unhealthy fast food every couple of minutes. Is that really the world that you want your kids to grow up in? It's definitely not the world that I see for future kids, whether they're Adoras or Thomases, Williams, Kates, whatever their name may be. I don't like seeing a future where public programming, free of advertisements, and available to all. I don't want a future where that's not available. If you ask, well, what are these budget cuts really going to mean? I'll tell you what they mean. It means that Wait, Don't Tell Me, Weekend Edition, Car Talk, Reading Rainbow, Sid the Science Kid, Between the Lions will be gone. And I think that that's something we can stop. Help me put it back together. Sign petitions, write to your local congresspeople, and ask everyone you know to get involved and save NPR and PBS. Thank you.